No, not that clap. Like you gotta clap. Like there. Okay, that's good. I'm glad I didn't have my headphones on. Oh, you? Oh, okay, you clap and had these headphones on. These things.
I told you that's.
It don't hurt. Y'all done done everything.
All right. How's everybody doing? Welcome to the GOLDBOX podcast. I'm Henry Darnell, aka HENDOG. To my right, introduce yourself.
Stephen Rowe.
What's
from
up?
the Bay. I'm doing.
We ain't from the Bay, but we from the Bay.
Close enough.
So yeah, he from the Bay. If you didn't, you can hear his voice. You can finally see him.
Yeah, that's me.
And he's the guy that was going to Mary Hardin Baylor. Let me say it right. Out in the middle of nowhere. And I'm stepping back because I still got cold. But we also have the other person that was on the first episode. She got that right. She got the record.
I'm Taryn.
She's the person that said to stay. So,
yes. Go Bobcats.
Choo. I never got that about football games there. But it's good to have y'all on. Finally see y'all lovely faces.
Can we start over?
Something like that.
No, it's still rolling.
No, can we start over?
We're not cutting it.
We have to.
We're not cutting it. But so welcome back to the GOLDBOX podcast. We've been off for a minute. Let me explain what's going on. We were off since May because I'm not trying to be broke, and wanted to bring it back during the summertime and bring these two in for a little stint.
Update.
Yeah, and they are taking the place of Ashley, who was on here for a good 3-4 episodes, and they will be on here pretty much constantly if they're cool with that. I hope they're cool with that.
So enough.
Everybody in the car, let's go. We rolling.
It's all about the HENDOG Productions.
We're gonna ride, but we're not gonna die. Just and we can't let him die or you die either. So a lot of changes. Side note: the place is called Beyond Burgers. It's in Texas City. It's a Galveston County place. That's our home. Look around, a lot of memorabilia, great food, and this is gonna be hopefully our home whenever we're back in Galveston County, and go from there. Yeah, because this is where we live, this is where we're from, and hopefully we'll bring on some other people as well. But first topic of the day. Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
Y'all ready? First time, because this last time we just talked about one topic.
Yeah.
About to hit the ringer.
Just rusty, but all right.
All right, but the first topic of the day is dealing with Serena Williams, and we were talking about her. What came up in that time, if you'll let me, was the fact of John McEnroe's comments. He was on a interview. I'll have more info about it on the next podcast because I was not prepared. But just make sure y'all speaking to the mic. But John McEnroe said that she was the world's best female tennis player, but she likely couldn't beat somebody that was ranked 700. 700. So that means like somebody that's down at the crib, like at Tent City or Carver Park or something like that, just lobbing balls back and everything. You said try hard, huh?
Yeah.
Why would they say something like that?
I don't know, but John McEnroe, if you don't know who he is, he was a guy that he's best known for being like the angry, hothead.
Trash.
Yeah, he wasn't necessarily trash. He wasn't necessarily trash, but at the same time, he was known more for his antics and his
stupidity.
Not necessarily stupidity. His mouth and his anger, his temper, and that was a big thing. They're about to come out with a movie, I think. So that's gonna come out soon. And with that, what are your thoughts on him? Because she is the best female tennis player,
hands down.
Hands down, like
completely.
We saw that this weekend, like the Wimbledon.
She's great.
Yeah, Venus couldn't even. She lost to, I can't remember her name, but we'll find that out too. I'm off today, but kids can do that sometimes. Not my kids, but little kids can do that. That's what I work with, so I'm gonna get on it some next episode. But 700. What's your thoughts? What's your takes?
You don't want to start with me, so go ahead.
Okay. As for
I got a lot.
this pun, the ball is in your court.
I just feel like it could be one of those things where women aren't respected for things that they're good at, and that's not fair. Like, yes, she's a woman athlete, and she's incredible. So I feel like give her credit. Like, don't bash her.
No, but like
She's a black female at that.
Amen.
You know. So
Amen.
I can't remember the guy's name. He was the donkey of the day on the Breakfast Club when he was talking about what happened with LeVar Ball and that whole situation.
Big baller.
Yeah, big baller brand. We out here, even though we wearing other people's shoes, but it's cool. And
True.
he got into some confrontation with one of the sports anchors.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she said it was a female situation, but necessarily wasn't. But we can get into that more on another subject. But the same guy was talking about Serena in like a bad light, and like I don't know, shouldn't the records and all the wins and the titles speak
for
for you?
themselves.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
was thinking.
I just feel like people suck, and sometimes
say
they
the
make it
least.
seem like they don't understand what's really going on. And I feel like they just could go back and where they came from, because they don't know what they're talking about, and they just
That's
sound
true.
stupid when they speak out
Amen.
on stuff like that. Like,
You hit it with that,
Amen.
hey man. But yeah, I think it was like when I heard it on Saturday because I had to go to Louisiana, and I heard that like okay, just like if you say she's the best female player,
Yeah.
that's fine.
That's
she's one of the best athletes in
That's
general.
like
Yeah.
in tennis and
Yeah.
in like a lot of sports,
mm-hmm.
because when you serving like as fast as most dudes,
Exactly.
like 80s, 70s, 80s.
You
Sure.
can beat me.
I just be out there.
And hands down, when it comes to athleticism, it's between her
Athleticism.
athleticism.
Okay,
I think
feel
that's
that.
a word. between LeBron James and her, that's where the debate should be.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like, and I would
I don't
give the upper hand
hold
to
up.
Miss Serena.
Hold up, time out.
I would give it to Serena.
I want to hear this. Okay,
LeBron.
okay, explain. I wanna hear
LeBron
this.
James is durable. He has not been hurt ever. I really don't think a serious injury. Serena Williams has not been hurt and has been on top of her game for 15, 20
Playing with a
something
baby in
years.
the making.
I mean, and that's what gives her the upper hand and plenty more things. This girl is crazy.
Okay. My question is, should it be factored in?
You hear this song?
But I'm gonna honestly give the top two athletes.
Of all time, or like just male?
I'm
female,
gonna
all
do I'm gonna do all together, male, and female, and I'm gonna do of this decade is LeBron James and Serena Williams.
Okay.
Top 1 and 2. You can pick 1 or 2, but
Hot
my
takes.
one is Serena.
I don't really like LeBron,
Hot
so
take.
No,
Oh,
she didn't.
hot
I
take.
don't.
Both of y'all got hot takes on this.
No, she didn't.
But both of y'all got hot takes because most people would say, "Oh well, she's not number 2. She's up there, but
I will put her
But
at
it-
number 1.
She's great.
she is great though." But like,
I know I could never
when
play
you-
with her.
when you hitting backhands,
That's
Be like, I suck.
when you hitting backhands 5 months pregnant,
Like, look at her, girl. You go.
That's crazy,
baby
man.
about to pop out.
Really?
Like it was just like there was a lady that was running at the U.S. trials for the second time pregnant. She was
Yeah.
like 6 months pregnant.
Yeah, I saw
she's,
that.
Talia, I think it's Talia or something like that.
I saw that.
I'm gonna look that up too. I'm keeping notes in my head, but yeah, all those times, all kinds of craziness.
I did see
But
that.
my question, should that, because that plays a big factor too. Somebody being pregnant.
She's great. Look
Much
at her.
bigger.
Just-
Knowing me, I'd be done fell and killed everybody. You know,
It's
like,
like,
it would be bad. It would be really bad.
Yeah.
It would be so bad.
But like, my other question is, how does the 700th player feel right now? How does he feel?
Well, he
Okay,
probably
why?
feels
Well,
honored that you would even think that he can compete against her.
But I think John McEnroe came from a different decade too. We're gonna get a generation.
That's what I don't like, especially when they compare athletes and stuff from
different generations.
Yeah, like it's a different time. You can't compare anything like that because it's a different game right now.
Very true. Very true.
And I don't even like sports like that, but I do know that things change. Like life changes, so it's kind of hard to just say, "Oh, this person is way better than this person." I feel like they haven't even played against each other.
Man, but
how do you
preach?
But I gotta look it up. But I think she had more titles though, and I think
I wouldn't doubt it.
had more wins.
She's the best athlete.
Yeah, so I don't know how that's gonna play
scared
out.
of her.
But she said, but she was quoted saying, "Keep your name out my mouth." I think.
Yep.
To some of that effect.
I feel like this is a problem with a lot of people because everybody wants to talk about stuff that has nothing to do with them.
Twitter fingers.
And if everybody just kept their mouths in their circle, then we wouldn't have these problems.
No, if he would have cut it short, because the guy asked him, he was like, "You said you had to qualify it. Why did you have to qualify it as she's the best female tennis player? Why couldn't you say she's one of the best?"
Sexism.
But I think
plays a factor.
It's almost like
it does.
There's certain sports you have to like. It's hard to like gauge. There's great players like Alex Morgan. All of them are great players.
Yeah.
But I can understand. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt.
I'm not.
I'm okay. I would fire him up too. But at the same time, I'm saying, this is what I'm saying. I'm saying I get where he's coming from, but it's messed up at the same time.
I feel like you play against her, and then you tell me.
No. I saw her play somebody in snow boots. Like she came out. Remember, she got engaged.
She does freaking splits while she playing. Do you know what would happen to me?
Oh yeah,
everything pulled.
I probably
never recover.
So.
No, but I can understand from a standpoint of it's hard to gauge because people are made up in different ways, especially males and females. But at the same time, you still gotta give credit to people that are phenomenal in their sport.
It's not like she's not great.
Yeah,
she's
like imagine the same thing you said about Carly Lloyd, who scored a hat trick in the World Cup, and she balls out every game that she plays most times. And now she's playing in like Manchester City, and then you got Alex Morgan. She's at Lions in France, and like they're like the U.S. women's team doesn't really they get the credit, but they don't necessarily get the real what's due to them. I think like money wise and just like advertising
everything since the beginning of time.
Yeah, so
that's what we should talk about. How much athletes make.
Man, but I
think 221.
But like, if you make that money, it makes sense because you're making it over a short span of time.
No.
Yeah, it does because you've been working.
I don't appreciate it.
Okay,
I don't.
Okay, so like, what about Simone Biles? She's been working at something for all her life for 21 years, 22 years.
Okay.
And then you go to the Olympics, you get gold medals, you get all this sponsorship. That's basically a payoff at the end of the day.
True.
Okay, but the thing is, my problem
calm down.
comes in.
Hold up. Okay.
Because I'm going to school to be a physical therapist.
Yeah.
I am one of those people who will help athletes do what they do. Yet I probably will not be making the same amount of money that they make. I just feel like it's not fair.
No, you got it.
It's not fair. Okay. Athletes can go to school.
Yeah, but
get it paid.
But think about it too. Think about it from an NCAA standpoint. I've seen guys that have made to the league, and they're taking hits and they're taking stuff and they're taking a lot of injuries.
I feel like they chose that lifestyle.
But it's the same thing. No, but it's the same thing like a model. True. If you look at a model is somebody that has to stay fit, in shape, and prepared for any situation or any.
But models don't even make that much money though.
Yeah, they do. Supermodels do.
Not all of them, but like just somebody
that's just like doing it part time. No, but I'm saying like somebody that actually makes it their career, like Carly Kloss or Tyra Banks or somebody.
Hello,
I love her.
So
I do too.
Like, yeah, it's not a mental aspect or like it's still skill involved in it. You know what I'm saying? Like to stay on top of that game and be in physical shape.
That's true.
And being able to pose and
gaining no pounds.
Yeah,
for 15 to 20 years, I'm still on Serena Williams.
Like Jasmine Took's doing that now.
Girl, it's cold, man.
But it just shows that like we're progressing, but it's gonna take another generation. But I
still feel like the whole money thing is
no. But that's why Wimbledon now they get paid the same amount.
Oh, I'm not talking about like women against men. I'm talking about
just in general, like
athletes.
Oh no, but that's for another topic though. I think.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'll
be back.
I'll be back. But the next one is, since we're out of sports now. That was a long time. Goodness.
Yeah.
It did take a long time.
But it's
cool.
cool.
Good.
It's cool.
Sports do that to you.
But the next thing that comes up is a thing called Coco Loko. It's a new thing from the people that made Legal Lean. I think they're. Let me see. Let me go
Legal what?
They made a thing called Legal Lean.
Lean.
Legal Lean. Like codeine, basically, but it's not all codeine, all that kind of stuff. They say it's a herbal supplement, which is.
I bet.
Yeah. But the same people that have made Legal Lean are also putting out a infused Coco snuff for adults that gives you a buzz for 30 minutes. And they call it
30 minutes isn't long enough.
I
feel like if I'm going to do something like this, it needs to be longer than 30 minutes.
It calls Coco Loko. Coco Loko is Coco based substance. And I know one senator right now, he's trying to boycott it and not let it happen. But it's supposed to be for adults, but now he's saying that it's being advertised towards kids. And,
of course, it's chocolate.
And on top of that, it's something that kind of resembles something of another byproduct of Coco, if you will.
Yeah.
So what's your guys' take on Coco Loko?
I'm not really for drugs in general, but I don't know. I just feel like we have access to so many things now, and it's just not.
A whole lot.
We have access to too much, honestly.
Yeah, too much.
And so this doesn't really help the whole, because people can make, even if it started off as like a good thing, it's gonna eventually, like, something's gonna happen, and then somebody might die or be in the hospital or something. Yeah. So I don't think it's a good idea.
I think I'm not for it really, because I like my chocolate the normal way.
Yeah. Like you're ruining
chocolate. I don't
chocolate.
need nothing more, just chocolate.
Like it's almost like when I heard about people that would take alcohol and they put it in the backside. Like do a handstand.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Or they take tampons and like
back shots. Yeah.
It's like all that kind of stuff, and I'm just like,
I feel like
I think it's just an overstretched idea.
It's chocolate. Like
perfect.
Now, one day we're not gonna have chocolate because of this. I just feel like
we're doing too much.
30 minutes isn't long enough anyway. Like if you're gonna come out with something, 30 minutes goes by really fast.
It's almost like vape pens and all that kind of stuff. It's like it came out so fast, and that people are putting out. It's almost like Legal Lean. Like they say, it's a herbal supplement.
Why?
Because it's supposed to make you feel like calm and mellow and all that kind of stuff. But at the same time, it's like you're making this stuff, and it's supposed to have it's supposed to be like a supplement and all this kind of stuff. It's not approved by the FDA or nothing like that. Plus, it came from Florida. It came from Orlando, of all places.
Disney.
Can't come from the house of mouse and talk about hey, here you go.
That is true. Here's some chocolate, kids.
Chocolate.
That's not good.
Guess what?
All them
Don't
kids there.
And it's something like it's gonna give you a surge of energy. But I just feel it's somebody gonna take it overboard.
I'm telling you. And all of a sudden we're gonna hear about somebody in the hospital because of chocolate. Then guess what? We can't have anymore. Chocolate. Oh.
What happened? Oh
really?
Yeah. Somebody died from inhaling chocolate.
Exactly. On that day, a part of me will die. My chocolates. I love chocolate to death. To death.
Man.
Chocolate is bomb.
Oh, right there. But people know what it is nowadays. Like I remember we used to have like Pop Rocks and we had like Chubby Juice and like stuff that was not necessarily like the best.
Plain old Kool-Aid. I love some of that.
But recent time.
All right.
Oh, but like yeah, I'll tell you.
All right.
But it's crazy because like at least then we knew what would happen. Like if you ate too much Pop Rocks and soda, it's probably gonna make your stomach expand.
Exactly.
Or you know.
Exactly.
Or it was all kinds of stuff. Or like I remember, boy used to. Oh, continue. But like.
That's so true.
I mean, it's just.
It's a hot mess.
Like I said, with the access to everything and people just trying all these new things with everything, you know, bath salts and
Woo. Let's stay
just,
right there with them bath salts.
It's just like all this new stuff that people want to try, and I understand being, I guess, adventurous or whatever, but I don't know if people just don't care about their lives anymore, or you know, because
good point.
They're willing to do anything.
I think people take life for granted. I think because
it's
like people are looking for the next rush, and people it's so much stuff that hits you nowadays.
That could come from not being happy with yourself, and you have to know you got to be content. And all these little supplements and all this stuff is not gonna get you where you want to be.
But it's just like with that stuff, it's like it's almost like when somebody comes up to me. And like I already don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do none of that. Like I don't go party. I'll go out.
A good one.
I go out and all that kind of stuff. No, that's just not my thing. It's never been my thing. And then like people be like, oh yeah, you never gonna party like that because you never get to drink.
I mean, you're just not into that, you know.
Like it's just like with this, like somebody's gonna like do it just because somebody asked them, or like peer pressure them to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. This past year, like I went to a party and some of my friends.
Do it, bro.
Yeah, they wanted me to drink or something. And I was just like, no. You know, one, I don't want to drink because so many people do so many things to those drinks at parties. Now, why would I? If anything, I'm not drinking out of the punch. You know what I'm saying?
True.
And then end up laid up somewhere. I'm not going to do that. Yeah. You know, and then they were like, oh, you're being a party pooper. Oh, you're not doing it. I don't want to. Well, if you don't do it now, you're never going to drink. Which.
What?
You know, like.
Not a bad thing.
I mean.
No, but like. I can understand some like wine or something like that, or if you like I'm not gonna judge nobody over that. But if that's just your
hardcore liquor,
no, if you just out here, if you just make it out here, like, and that's your like, it's not fun because of those things. Like,
then that's a problem.
There's a problem.
Like those things don't make the fun. You know?
Yeah, like to each his own. But at the same time, it's like, come on now, like, why you gonna try to come after me for what I believe in or what I rock with?
I just feel like I'm just enjoying myself and I don't need this stuff.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, hopefully they shut this bad boy down because it's almost like the synthetic stuff. Like, remember they had the synthetic marijuana?
Yeah, one of my cousins ended up in the hospital because of that. Almost died.
Heck, even I remember 4 Locos.
Yeah.
Oh man, I have stories from that for days, and I didn't even do it. I just knew people that did.
Thank you. Like, same here.
And like they had to recall it because it was like killing people. Like, and then it was like, no, you know what? I'm gonna hold on to it. I'm gonna just drink. Really? So you gonna hold on to the same thing they recalled because
smart idea.
It's higher. Like it was higher in alcohol content or something like that. So it was basically like what's the name of it? Knock on wood. Diesel. Like diesel, but I can't remember the name of the alcohol that's like almost like 80% alcohol or something like that.
Yeah, that sounds pretty intimidating. Just the name diesel.
Yeah. Yeah, but for our major topic this week, since we talked about sports, we talked about crazy chocolate
here we
products. You might as well get ready. You might as well buckle up, sit tight. Yeah. Yes. No, not that. We're gonna talk about that later.
Please don't.
We're not talking about that.
Thank God.
Oh, by the way, y'all should all listen to SZA. She's great. I love her.
SZA. I said Caesar for the longest time. Caesar.
I love her.
Why'd you say Caesar?
She's such a great artist. Y'all should all listen to her.
Man. She. It's almost like somebody you hear him say Houston.
Yeah.
Houston.
Yeah.
Did you say?
Yeah.
What did you say?
I know.
Hugh. You mean Hugh?
Oh, y'all go to Houston?
Louisiana. Instead of Louisiana. I've
Louisiana.
heard that. Louisiana.
Like making groceries.
Or zinc.
Pop.
That's all
Let me
I
get a
heard.
Okay, what kind of Coke you want? What?
I want some soda.
I say Coke.
There's only one Coke.
No, but like I know some people that say Coke.
I know people say pop.
Yeah.
Back to topic.
Okay, back to topic. Nowadays, in this day and age, I was born in 91. Y'all were born in
98.
98. So there's a 7-year gap right now.
Yeah.
Between all of us. And for the most part, I think we're all in the same generation, basically, to this point. Y'all can probably fall in Generation Z, or y'all can fall in Millennials, depending on who you talk to, what author you talk to. And nowadays, it's a lot of critical things happening.
Judgment.
A lot of judgment coming down the windpipe from older generations.
From them baby boomers.
Nah, I wouldn't say all the baby boomers.
I have a lot of stuff to say about this, actually.
But let me just set the picture. The picture is about a lady. I was watching a crack video.
A what?
Cracked.
Oh.
Not crack.
Like
Not crack.
crackhead.
I thought they did
Nah.
too.
I'm sorry.
Crack
I'm laughing
video.
at. That's not okay. It's not funny. I'm sorry.
Unless you like chiropractors or something like that. Like
Okay.
I never. Like crack addicts might like you. I'm like, really?
Okay.
There's another people that like crack, and I think they probably think that you're talking about something else. But,
Yeah, I did. I still do.
But yeah. Oh wait, is this one? Okay, that's not bad. Okay, so there was a person that her name is Talia Jane. She works for Crack now. She put out a open letter to her boss for improving the wage at Yelp or E24. And she went. I'll probably put the video somewhere, probably somewhere in the top. I don't know. I'm not gonna point there
In
because I
the
don't know.
description box.
It'll be in the description, or I can actually link it in the video now. So
Okay.
I'll probably do that.
Oh yeah.
And she basically spoke up and talked to all her managers, talked to the people she worked with before she made the decision. And if you read through it, like she, didn't buy groceries. There's a lot of people that were homeless. There was a lot of things that were happening to those people that worked there. But because she spoke up, she got fired. And then through that firing, another person came through that was another person responded to Stephanie Williams. She's a waitress in New York. She responded to her open letter in a derogatory fashion. Didn't necessarily like it, even though she's in the same generation. She's 25. I'm 26. The other girl is like 24, 23. I'm also gonna put a link to the articles because I don't want to just put them out of context as well. And she said that she was basically being like a crybaby, all that kind of stuff, because she worked hard for her money and all that kind of stuff. It was a crazy scenario, and even the senator was involved. Senator was involved in it. Senator was involved, and actually was derogatory as well. But my thing is she had a fair, valid point, and it turned things around after she was fired, which doesn't make sense. That's a whole different ball game. But what's your take on just what's happening nowadays when it comes to like stereotypes that you deal with for being a millennial?
Okay, one thing I have to say
Okay.
about being a millennial is a lot of people judge us because of technology. And
True.
they like to say we're very selfish and we don't really care about anything but anybody but ourselves, or just like they say a lot of negative things about us. But the thing is, I feel like because we have technology, especially Twitter. I don't have a Twitter, but people have Twitter. They make it. People like to put their thoughts, everything on Twitter. Social media in general, their every move, everything, all their opinions. And so it's just like, what most of us think now,
Yeah.
And back then, in those days, technology wasn't like this.
Time out.
True.
But is Twitter really the best avenue to get the thoughts of a
I mean,
whole
I don't
generation?
think so. But this is what happens. Like, this is what day we live in. You
Because
know what I'm saying?
this one goes from 1977 to 1994.
I mean, there are people from 1997 who are on Twitter, and they're doing the most on there. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just someone who's 25 or something like that. I have people, my freaking great aunts on here wilding out. You know what I'm saying? But it's just all of our opinions and stuff are out there. And so when older people look, oh, they shouldn't be putting that out there. Oh, they shouldn't be putting this on there. But it's not saying that they didn't have those thoughts or they didn't feel that way. But we didn't know that they felt that way because it wasn't on there. You know what I'm saying? And now it is on there. And so now we're judged because everything we think is like this. But that's our way of communicating. You know, like this is our form of communication. You know, it shouldn't be like that, but this is what we live in. So I feel like we shouldn't be judged because of that. I'm just saying. Like, it's just so annoying when people do that.
But I think you have a good point, because when you talk about, like, being a part of Generation Y or Millennials or talking about Generation Z, because they say y'all are in Generation Z or y'all are in Generation Y. It's,
I don't know. I don't care.
I'm
me.
And I remember, like, I remember, like, Generation X was, like, the lost generation because they had went through a lot of
that's
stuff.
my dad.
And then, like, but the thing is, like, one generation doesn't necessarily define a person, I think. Yeah. Because, like, I know my mom was a baby boomer. My dad was a baby boomer. You know, because there was, like, 5-6 kids in their families. There was a whole bunch of kids.
I don't know where that's at now.
Like, I wouldn't mind having, like, that many kids. But if I had like, maybe 2.
I want 12.
If I had, like.
What?
Nah, man.
We'll talk about that later.
He trying to get a TV show, son.
Nah, I want a dozen.
Really?
I want a dozen.
The
Rose.
I like it.
Plus 13. Just no, but like I can understand, like, having 2 kids maybe of your own and maybe adopting some kids or something like that. Maybe. But if you don't have the monetary business, it doesn't make sense to. But if you have 1 or 2 kids, that's fine too. But I don't want to just jump in there. But I remember I'm from the baby boomers, and, you know, like, your parents probably might be from, like, Generation X, or like, especially parents are especially younger now. And so,
that's a problem too.
So the variables,
nothing against the young moms. I'm just saying it's kind of hard out here bringing children into this world when you can't take care of them. You know,
she in trouble.
I mean, hey, I'm in trouble, Mom. In trouble.
It's controversy.
No, but I think it's just, like, because of the way that people have had kids, and, you know, like, marriage has become a thing of you know,
it's sad.
It's not necessarily sad. It's people still believe in it, but
barely.
No, but people still do it. It's just to the extent now, like, people don't necessarily have that same mentality, and so, like,
I think it's because of where we live. Like, because we have to focus on getting careers and stuff like that. Like, it just seems like that we don't have time to settle down with someone, because it also seems like other people are just being selfish and worried about, you know, it's so hard for us nowadays to, like, get a job or get an education or get all this stuff. So then that makes it hard to settle down and have a family. Back then it wasn't this hard to do this type of stuff. So now it's like, oh, we need to get a career before we have any type of relationship, because I want to be stable before we can move on with our lives. But when is that stability going to come when it's so hard for us to even get there? And so then you're all alone. And it's just a big yes, it's a mess.
Come on, Shirley Caesar.
No, but I think that variable plays, like, I think, like, at this table, y'all are beyond your years.
I feel like we're different, you know.
And I think that's where that intelligence has come from, because you're probably around your grandparents more, probably around older people more. The community that you're around changes kind of the mentality that you have until you probably get to college, because you still have that same mentality if it's deep rooted.
That's it.
And then people look at you like,
what are you doing?
Yeah, why do you feel this way?
But I think we get a bad rap because people can see it when they can see dirt on Doggy. They can see everything that you do, what you've done in the past, what you're going to do in your future. Now I don't got no crystal ball, but they can definitely see a good amount of what you do, and they can judge it and criticize it, but they don't take the golden rule into account nowadays, I think.
It's like nobody. It's because I also watched a video about this last night. It's because we want things instantly. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
it depends, but think about it. Like, This is an exercise.
That's why there's
whenever
so many
we
babies
order
out here.
food, don't get on your phone. See, it could be 5 minutes. I promise you, it will be the longest 5 minutes of our lives.
No,
and the reason why
I be doing this. We make the tower.
It-
We do the tower.
But the reason why it takes so long is because we're so used to getting things instantly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so when you meet somebody, it's kind of hard to want to sit down and even get to know them, because if they don't bring something to the table instantly that we like, it's just like, oh, well, it probably won't work out. Like, we're not trying to get to know people anymore, and it takes effort to do that, but that takes too much time. It's just like we're so impatient as a generation, and maybe that can be true, but again, that's how we were brought up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is what we're living in, so you can't blame
But
us.
I think that's the difference between me and y'all. That's why I think Millennial, when they say they break down generations,
Mm-hmm.
they kind of like, they don't take in account, like they don't take into account every single person in a generation, because
Yeah.
I'm at the beginning of being a millennial. I could easily have been a Generation X if I would have been born like 3-4 years earlier. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like my thing is about that whole situation is, when you look at how things go, I didn't have a computer for like the longest time. I didn't have it till we didn't have like the Apple, that gray Apple that had the computer with the keyboard hooked up to it.
Oh, man.
They had the floppy disks. We didn't have that till like I was like 6 or 7. So like I know y'all came into this world, y'all had like AOL, and y'all had the
True.
yeah, y'all had that. Y'all had some things I didn't have.
Mhm.
But then the generation behind y'all has had everything.
Man.
Oh yeah, I gotta hit the record button.
What in the world?
It doesn't sometimes.
Okay. You was on 3
but
minutes.
that's why we have a video camera. I'm pointing at the video camera right there.
But then again, you were 6 whenever that did come in. Like, it's not like you were just 6. You know, you did still grow up with a lot of technology.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
plenty of it. So it's just, I don't know. I feel like don't blame. It's not just technology either, though. It's the way, it's parents, like you said, like our parents and where we grew up was a little different than where most of our peers probably grew up or were raised around. So,
True.
I mean, it's a lot of factors that play into these stereotypes or these characteristics that they like to put on just our generation.
Yeah, don't worry about hitting me.
Okay.
Because
At
we
all?
only have one camera right now. But
All right.
but I think what can be said for our generation that's positive, I think.
I don't know. I can't speak on that. I'm
Yeah, you
speaking on
can.
myself.
No, but I think
myself is not my generation. So.
I think with what happened to Talia, I think what happened to her in that time, and you know, taking that stand and actually trying to get something done, even though it wasn't in a microwave when it happened, is a testament to who we are. Because like I know with this situation, I could have, you know, we have the avenues and the capabilities now to do things that most people that in the 90s didn't have the chance to do.
Sir.
Like, so you can start your own podcast like we're doing right now, and you can, you know, start your own business. You can go chase your passion. You know,
If you stuck on something, Google it.
I would say
You got everything.
man, you know how many times I play like Kingdom Hearts and like all these video games? Like, sorry, I'm going on rant right now. But you know how many times I play like a video game and like I didn't have the password or like something I needed. It's like,
and all you gotta do is Google it, and there it is.
No, but then back in the day, you had to have that little game code book, or even if you was trying to look up something for school, like if AOL wasn't working, you ran out of minutes. I hated running out of minutes. And then they finally just said, hey, you know what? We're going to actually buy like the monthly rate so we can have some actual internet.
Man, you showing your age now, man.
I don't care.
We ain't had that.
But
We
I
don't have
think,
them problems.
Nope.
Instant.
Not one problem.
yeah, you had to deal with dial-up, though. I know you had to deal with dial-up.
Yeah.
I give you that.
Yeah.
I
You
gave
had to
you
deal
that
with
one.
landlines before.
I give
Oh,
you
yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
I remember I was one of the only people in my class who still used a landline. They're like, oh, you got a landline? Yes.
Yeah.
You don't?
Yeah,
Like,
you
I
do.
was shocked if they didn't.
They ain't
True.
doing nothing. They had that white Nokia phone that had Snake and Bowling on it. That had color. But I think that's just a true testament to who we are. Because, like, I work hard. Like, I remember I had 3 jobs at one point. I worked at Popeyes, I worked after school, and I worked for Lamarck ISD before they shut it down. I wish they would have it open still, but, you know, times have changed. We're still in Test City ISD.
That's okay. Go Stings.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I can't go there. I can't go there.
I don't know. I might have went to Clear Creek, though.
That's it. We ain't got nothing to do with Lamarck.
You right. But I'm here.
But Texas City.
Those things, like I said.
I don't know about that. But I work for them, so I got.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Get that paycheck in a second.
No,
From TC.
Long my paycheck says the amount I made for that week, I'm cool.
I feel like we are more self-driven and more willing to take chances than previous generations.
I like that.
Because me and my mom were talking about this, like job situations and stuff. We're more willing to just like go on a leap of faith than most people, or people from the other generations. Because like, I don't want to say we don't care. I just feel like we think that there's other opportunities out there.
I like that.
Because that's like whenever I told my parents, like I was like, I want to do photography and, you know, start a business and do media. Like, one day
it sounds foreign to them. Like,
one day I think this will pop off and hopefully, you know,
it will
be able to have a studio.
When it does, don't forget about us. We'll be here.
I got y'all.
Here we go. Our leap of faith is different than older generations. They can't understand our leap of faith.
No.
They think it's scary.
They can't understand it.
Our leap of faith is almost similar, but their leap of faith was security.
Yeah, like I feel like we
like with Talia Jane and all that stuff. Like she took a leap of faith, knowing that she probably wouldn't have a job.
Exactly.
And that there's no livable wage really nowadays if you work at like McDonald's.
I know.
I still live with my immediate family, and I help take care of my grandma. You know that. Like she's 89, and I help take care of her, and that's just what it is. Because I know if I try to go stay somewhere else while I'm out of school, it's not gonna work out because I'm not gonna make enough money.
I feel it.
And I know that my leap of faith is I'm going back to school that I can hopefully get my degree.
Struggling for that coin.
Yeah, so I can get that money. But then but that's the thing about it. I think that's the thing.
Money's not guaranteed.
No, this is my thing. I think the money, when you talk about it and you just talk about just this generation, money has become more of a commodity than the actual tool it is, I think.
Yeah.
Because when you look at like this generation, it's like, oh, I gotta get the money. You
gotta go get my money. I ain't got time for friends.
I got time for
getting my money.
This, that, and the other. But then when you get the money, it's like J. Cole said, like certain things, you won't have the love and the family and the camaraderie that you have.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like going out all the time isn't like
ain't what's popping.
Ain't what's popping after you had that money. And like now if you got Mayweather money, you gonna be going out all the time.
Oh yeah,
750. Close to 750 million almost.
This goes back to the money.
But like money? me, it's like it's a tool. It doesn't define me. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't define me because like once it's
just
gone,
money.
it's gone.
It's gone.
Yeah.
It's paper.
Now if I get a big chunk of change, I want to use that to build up the skills I do have. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I think the older generation don't realize. Like, yeah, she took a leap of faith, but she had skills. Even though she was like an English major, she went to media and she found another job. You know what I'm saying?
Can you hear that?
No, I don't think so. But yeah. Okay, so what's something that you've heard as a millennial, supposedly a millennial?
That we're very antisocial.
Which I don't get because everything's on the internet. We're just, I think,
I said, this is how we communicate on the phone.
But I think we're antisocial when it comes.
I do agree with that.
Meeting in person, like this
exactly.
Stuff, like this is
exactly.
Like going on Instagram,
which I hate.
No, but I like the avenue of Instagram. I've met people that I probably wouldn't meet.
Thank you.
Like
see, I don't be meeting nobody. Maybe my social media ain't popping.
Like shameless plug, like the girl Drew. I worked with her.
Yeah, I know her.
And I met her through somebody I worked with for photography. And like 2-3 years later, smack dab, she's in a short film. And we've been cool ever since. And like I know with other people, I've worked with them and I've reached out to people. Now there's been some times where people have done some nonsense and be like, "Oh, I'll work with you. I'll do this," and then they'll just like disappear.
Come on.
I see the read receipt. Come on, son. Like I know you read my text message.
Yeah.
Just say you don't want to do it.
Exactly.
Right? So that's that. But it opens up avenues if you're if you willing to put yourself out there in a safe manner.
Yeah, that ain't me.
Like
I don't care about social media. That's just me.
No, but like it opens up avenues where people can see what you're doing.
Exactly.
But like now I wouldn't take a chance with Uber though. Like that's
Uber
the only thing.
everywhere, free hoes.
No, cause like I take a cab before I take an Uber. It's just not my thing.
I feel that.
Especially my dad.
I've took an Uber before.
But it's just like you take.
I just wish I could pay in cash. Like, why do I have to pay with my card? I want to pay in cash.
You got to go through the app and everything.
Yeah, it's just too much. Like,
yeah, I don't know. But,
I could just get my friend to drop me off somewhere.
Well,
I don't have time for all this.
He hadn't talked over here.
I know he just.
What have you heard of?
Oh man, Millennial. Cause I made a essay about that issue with the patience, and then what was it? What we just talk about? What we just talking about, guys?
But I don't feel like we're just impatient. Just going
No,
off the whole.
They say we're
thing.
but
they
impatient.
say we're nicer than the older people. Like, for instance, if you make a mistake, if you're a waitress or something, like older people can get way more angry at you than a younger person will. They'll be more understanding. But like, I don't know.
They say we're too nice.
No, it's just like
I know
say some people say we will be impatient towards something.
No, but I think the impatience comes from
everything being instant.
Yeah, but I think
we ain't gotta wait.
once you've learned patience and you've learned
it depends
grind,
on the person.
Because you know what it is? It's too many people out here with one hit wonders, and then they fizzle out so quick.
Yeah.
But if you haven't built up a repertoire or no portfolio or something that truly represents you, rather like it's almost like you never seen nobody make an album. Like Lil Yachty made his album, he got mad at Joe Budden because he got fired up because his album was trash.
Trying to say I am bad and bougie.
So you don't know I'm bad and bougie? What you say?
Right.
I'm bad and bougie. What you say? I thought you know I'm bad and bougie. Say again. I'm bad and bougie. Yeah.
Stupid. Like what? There are a lot of one-hit wonders.
We gotta wrap it up.
Really? There are a lot of one-hit wonders, and it does suck because it's just like I be wanting people to make it.
No, but I think prime example like music like SZA.
I'm not okay. We're not.
How you say it? How you say it?
SZA.
SZA like SZA.
SZA like
SZA.
SZA. Yeah, like SZA. SZA.
So like SZA and Logic and Chance the Rapper.
Chance.
And like I would say 21, but 21.
I don't.
He's on the fence though.
Let's just skip past that person.
No, but it's just like he's looking.
Skip past.
But but even though I might not like his content like too much. Now don't mind me. I did bump No Heart for a minute.
You know when you're doing your hoodlum things. You know.
Because Metro he hit that beat. Like beats take people a long way. That's the thing. Beats take you a long way. A producer can take you a long way. But he put his own money. Although I'm not gonna say where it came from. I don't know where it came from. But you know he put his money behind himself, and now he has a record deal. Like same with like Logic. He told
Jigga.
Yeah, or
Jay-Z.
No, that new album was. I heard two of the songs.
I haven't heard any of the songs.
No, that.
I've heard Blue Ivy song.
Story OJ.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen it. Yeah,
that's actually pretty good.
I haven't.
But it's just like
I'm not really a Jay-Z person.
No, like Logic, he was from Maryland. He ain't living in like Los Angeles, and he took him like he dropped the album for 6 years straight. Like killing the game. People don't want to look at him in a certain way because of racial issues and all that kind of stuff. Or you look at Chance the Rapper. I remember him on Acid Rap in like Day 10 and that whole crew.
I love Chance.
Or Currency. Yeah. He said, you know what, I don't need no label. I can go get it on my own.
You go, Chance.
Or who else?
Get it. Or, be that mailman.
Or John Boyega coming out of London and he becomes a guy with a lightsaber.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't purple this time. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. Like, you know, so, you know, if you have enough patience and enough time to build your effort, some effort behind yourself, then people tend to rock with you. But it takes time for you to pop off.
We go back to that patience.
And then when you do pop off, can you
keep it up?
Yeah, keep it up.
Maintain yourself.
You maintain it in
like
a safe.
Chris Brown, where he at? I love him. I love him so much.
He just out here wilding.
But what he doing? What happened, Chris? I hope you hear this one. What happened? Because them 2 piercings in your nose gotta go today. Anyway.
So I'm gonna tag you on it.
Really? I'll tell him if I ever meet him. I'm gonna be like,
look
listen,
into the camera.
You used to be somebody. You still somebody. You got money. You trust me. You got the money.
Wait, hold up. Hot take alert. Keep going.
But where you used to be, you're not there anymore. And I need you to reel it back in, because that BET performance was not what I was looking for. So anyways, back on topic.
Oh, God. She taking shots.
She is.
Like she had to.
I'm just saying.
She is.
This was supposed to be our year. And it wasn't. Why? Because you go over there messing up. Anyways.
Oh, but yeah.
You about to handle Soulja Boy though.
But I think if people can get past the stereotypical views they have, it's almost just like you talk about somebody that's black or somebody that's white or somebody that's in a certain generation or somebody that worships a certain way, or if somebody does a certain thing. It's just once you can get past that notion and you get to know people.
Yeah.
People don't want to take the time no more.
Yeah. Microwave society. But I think if you take the time out, like it's almost like with y'all. If I didn't sit down and talk with y'all, I probably wouldn't have no perspective on what y'all think.
Probably think we some hoodlums.
Them darn hoodlums. I don't know what's going. No, but I think because I remember we had a long conversation about albums and songs in Florida. I was like, I went off for 1 second. I went on a rant. I was like,
oh yeah,
albums.
I remember. Oh, because I love Drake and he has his own views on Drake, but I feel like Drake is a great artist as an artist. When I speak about Drake, I'm not saying he's the best rapper. I'm not saying any of that. He is a great artist, and he does what he does well. And
I say the last 2 projects he put out weren't that good.
And that's his opinion. But guess what mine is? Drake for life. Thank you. Anyway.
She'd probably be at Houston Appreciation Week out there in Houston.
Oh, man.
Oh, I love
him.
I'm going to be at Minute Maid Park with all them.
No, I don't, actually. But when... Let me see him perform.
I'm going to be at Warehouse Live. I'm going to be at Spire. But, yeah, I think this is a good conversation that people can take with them, take to the bank, and truly get to know us. And it's out there. And hopefully, if it gets out there, people can comment on the bottom of it and, give their take and give their 2 cents. Because that's the only way you can make change.
I caught on to it. Took me a little
She
while.
didn't catch it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she's still on.
Hit her with the double entendres. But it's cool. And I hope, I think it'll get better. And I think we truly proved that, because you look at elections and you look at things that are happening now, and you look at all the discoveries and all these things that are happening from people that are in their 20s and in their...
That's why y'all should listen to SZA's 20-something.
No, matter of fact...
It speaks about it a lot.
And the best way... I think the make or break is always the generation behind us. If you could pay it forward to somebody else behind you...
I don't know. These kids.
Because think about it.
These kids are something.
But if you take that mentality, it's just always going to be that way. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but it is different. I don't know if it's because...
It's always
because of
be
how
different.
we were brought up, but there's the only problem I have with kids younger than me is because I feel like they're not kids anymore. I feel like they're so mature.
More hormones and
not even that. Just they're more mature, and it doesn't seem like they're being kids anymore.
No, they're kids. It's just people are
I feel maybe they're
faster.
kids in a different way.
They're developing faster, and they're allowed to do a whole lot more. And now,
I know. I'll be kicked in my throat if I did anything.
But then on top of that, on top of that, people have more restrictions now, because
I can't tell.
You can't eat. No, because if you're putting the box, and you're saying everything out there is not something for you, and then they finally let you out the box, You're not gonna go feral. You're not gonna go crazy.
Listen, I would say that I was brought up as a very.
But now, say I put you in a house, right? And I give you a yard and everything, and then I let you. You're in the house, but then you got the fence, but you can see over the fence. And I say, hey, you can see everything. This is something that you can know about. You shouldn't probably get into that right now, or you shouldn't do this. And I give you a pathway of all the stuff that's out there, and then you get out there, and you make a decision for yourself, and it's a good decision. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean by pay it forward. If that makes sense.
I agree. I agree with that.
Oh, you want me to say something?
No. I'm just saying that. That's my opinion. I think.
I'm with you.
Because think about it. The class of the new millennium comes out next year. 2018.
Oh.
So all the babies that were born in 2000 are graduating. So,
wow.
And you know what I'm saying? Like, they're the people that are going to make it better after us.
That's
after
true.
we're dead and gone. Yeah.
Really?
We make it as better.
Hey.
So you telling me like Kevin and that whole crew?
Kevin wasn't born in 2000.
No, but I'm saying like he's younger than y'all, and y'all was younger than me.
Kevin is different. That's what you. There are different.
So we're gonna bring Kevin on so he can talk for himself, okay? Okay.
He's probably not gonna speak. He's different. He's one of those different people out of the whole generation that we've been talking about, though.
But I think
like it's not like there's a billion Kevins out here.
But it's almost like the disruptor. Every generation has a disruptor.
That's it.
Malcolm X was a disruptor. Martin Luther King was a disruptor. Who else?
That's it.
Probably Kurt Cobain. If you talk to certain people before he killed himself.
Chance the Rapper.
Yeah,
is up right now.
And then we could be disruptors too. It's just going against the grain and not just doing what everybody else is doing.
Amen.
And if you make your own lane, I don't know, but I think. Well, bad. All right, guys.
Technical difficulties.
So we're gonna wrap this thing up. It's been 56 minutes. So it was a good talk. I think.
I do too.
It was.
How do y'all feel about it? Because I think it's like the 8th episode back. Hopefully we'll probably hit 10 before the summer's over.
Yeah, I hope so.
Get rolling. I want to get rolling. I'll probably put a counter up so I can keep myself accountable.
Yeah.
To hit one every week, if possible. Because doing it, every 4 times a week would be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Especially trying to go do that in August.
Yeah.
So, where can they find y'all at? Because I'll probably put a thing below here. Where can they find that, Steven?
Oh man, Twitter. That's my thing. I like Twitter. Rowe Show 34, man. ROWE Show 34.
Oh, is it with an E at the end of the show? Or
no, SHOW.
Okay.
34.
Showy. Okay.
Follow you, boy.
Yeah, so I'll put that down there. And
I have social media.
Where can they find you at, Taryn? Because they need to know because y'all gonna be on here for a minute.
That's true.
Okay. My Snapchat.
This girl says
TARYNMONAEEE. And I have an Instagram.
She'll never be on there.
Nope.
I don't be on either. But y'all can follow me because sometimes I pop in, surprise you a little bit. My Instagram is Lovely Desires, but it's _ Lovely Desires. And that's it.
Yeah, but it's been fun. This is the GOLDBOX podcast. Hopefully, wherever you're watching this, morning, noon, or night, and hopefully y'all enjoyed it. Live your life as best you can because you never know when you're gonna end it. And
that sounds so morbid.
Man, this is gonna be his motto.
No, just live your life day by day. Take it, one day at a time, and live it to the best of your ability. Other than that.
If you're on the blog, hit up Henry Dog.
Okay, yeah.
I like that. Look at that.
HENDOGmediadesign.com is down at the bottom. IG, HENDOG Media Design. I think Classic HD or something like that for Snapchat.
Thank you.
Bye.